Well, Freddie T, man, we've been having this conversation probably since they did the first story on us. Our top list of guests, President Barack Obama was always on that list with some of the fanfare we've gotten, some of the praise. What did having an opportunity to do that sit down do for you?
RC, man, I've had some huge moments in my life from, having my first child way back when to getting married, moments, even burying my grandmother, like a lot of things that were meaningful, very meaningful in my life. Setting out to start this podcast, we have little conversations here and there about our dream guests and et cetera. And he would be the first person to come to mind. And throughout that journey, never thought we would make it happen. But somehow we made it happen. And I remember when he was entering the room, I was nervous. Even you called me out. You was like, Freddie, you nervous? I was like, yeah, feels like a game. To see him walk down that hallway, dimly lit, being closer to the edge, and I can just see his silhouette coming down. That cool Obama walk, like he's walking on stage at a rally or walking through the White House halls. And it just reminded me of everything he was as a president when he was trying his best to lead this country in the right direction. Unbiasedly, I believe, as well, too. But in that moment, everything just sort of calmed itself down. And I felt like, all right, this is real, this is it. For me, it was amazing. But I think also as we had an opportunity to, make the actual interview happen, just to see everybody else that started with our team, having Charlie back behind the camera, KK, Matt, the guys, doing their things, and everybody just cherishing that moment together. That was dope, being able to have him here. He was 3 arm lengths apart. So that was all great, man, and to see my family respond, a kid from Belgrade, Florida, being able to sit next to the first Black president in the history of the United States. It's still crazy.
Yeah.
But it's an amazing moment. And last thing, the photo at the very end with all of us. And he encouraged the entire team to come in and take the photo with him. First class. Yeah. It was perfect.
I don't know if I've even really processed the fact that we sat with President Obama fully. It's been just such a blessing to have other people tell me what they think it means for us and truly be happy for us. The amount of congratulations, the amount of you guys deserve this. We're still just like 3 former football players, one from Florida, one from Atlanta, one from New Orleans. And I don't think I ever dream in accomplishments, or I never dream in achievements, right? I'm always dream about effort, always dream about sacrifice, always dream about sweat equity, because those are the things I could control. I can't control who decides to do our show. I could control how much work we put into it, how careful we are about putting out the best content. And to have him sit down with us and be himself, he had this presence that made me both feel like I belong and not at the same time, right? As I'm listening to him talk, I'm like, what must it feel like to be that charismatic, or to be profound in what you say, or to also be extremely thoughtful in everything you express, to the point to where you never rush a word, right? And when you do that and you understand he's the first Black president in the history of the United States and the only Black president in the history of the United States, you start to think to yourself, why in the hell is he even talking to me, right? But then the way he talked to us for 15 or 20 minutes afterwards, when the cameras were off, and he just made me feel like he was my uncle or one of my homeboys' fathers. And the pride that he had in speaking with us, and knowing that part of his legacy is the fact that people like you and I have this opportunity. And so to me, man, it was a testament to God's blessing, to grace and mercy, right? Because obviously, not giving me what I deserve for my sinful nature, but also like the hard work and that you put in, like every now and then, the people who work extremely hard get their just due.
Right.
And to have President Obama sit with us and respect us in that way, be so gracious, man. It's a moment I'll never forget. And now I'm truly thinking, like, what's the next step?
Oh, he already told you. He gonna bust your ass on the basketball court.
Man, he won't score a point. Yeah, you let me.